Pogo. Big Turkish man, I love you. What's good, chat pog? Hassle. Love you at Hasanabi Hassle, keep it up, Chad. Just feel so grateful. Thank you, Hassie. Can we all spam W for the boys? Hello chat. Hello Ajan. Vlog. Pogu on time, 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 Pogu on time. Ajan, Pogo. Strong hassle. Thanks for helping me get the quarantine and hassle. What's up everybody, my name is Hassan Piker and you are watching the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny Los Angeles, California. Thanks for free content Aja and Pogo, comrade. Joe Mama. I want my money back. Almost 1 year, Pogo. Love. Congratulations on my 2-month subscription. Dub sub chub scrub. Arjan? Pogo Arjan? Pogo Arjan? Hassle. As am Pogo, I'm the Minecraft nerd from yesterday. I'm glad you called me a virgin. I'm cold. Yeah, chat, you guys are great. Hi chat, Peepo chat. Yee. Eight months. Well, trans rights BLM communism will win. Love you, chat. Arjan chat is the best chat. Love you all.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live once again, folks. It's 64 degrees out here today, but I am cold as a motherfucker. I don't know why. It says it's 64 degrees, but I feel like it's 50. Maybe it's because I haven't left my apartment in the past week. Ever since Cyberpunk came out, I literally have only left the apartment one time to go to the gym, one time. It does not help that I also had crippling back pain for the duration of that, and it's now going away finally. But having said that, my God, it's good to be back. We're back, folks. We're back. We're back. It's Monday, December 14th, 2020. And it is 11:07, which of course means it's 11:07, which of course means it's news time, and I'm actually early. I am early today. I am rocking my designated fit, as some of you already know. This is one of my OG looks, the chain with a turtleneck look. Once made famous by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, as always. I was feeling a little chilly, feeling a little cold, so I decided I'd put a turtleneck on today, knowing full well that this would, of course, cause the chat to find numerous other characters throughout history that have also worn turtlenecks to make it seem like I am the same as them, to make it seem like I am basically those characters. So very excited for that, obviously. I haven't had a car since my mommy left. I gave my car to my mom, so that's part of the reason why I have not left the apartamento. But of course, the main reason why I haven't left is because I've been playing Cyberpunk like a motherfucker, like crazy. Okay, this is a big week. We got some big business deals coming up. Big calls, big business deals.
Hi, Dad.
And so... you know, I think there's a Twitch Rivals on the 18th that I'm going to be participating in for Among Us. So far, I only have one person in the squad, and that's Will Neff. Gonna have to figure out who else. Podcast episodes when one of the big business deal phone calls is around the podcast. So that's something that we're gonna figure out. Why were you in Cause channel? You aren't a gamer. Oh, I was watching, dude, because I'm a fucking addict, dude. Because I'm a goddamn addict, okay? I am freaking addicted. That is precisely why.
For making my life
I'm
better.
like, you know when you get addicted to something and you look for other people who are in the similar situation, in the similar boat as you, and they're like, come on, like, tell me, just like, do you want to fucking... Wait, ask Moon. Would he fucking play? I feel like that would be that'd be so funny. Let me see. Let me fucking see if Moon would be down to play.
Good morning, King.
That'd be pretty funny if he said yes. I don't want to pressure him, but...
Crazy, it's been 9 months. Thank you for everything, Hussein.
So... I was playing a little bit off stream, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was playing a little bit of Cyberpunk off stream, but I am so fucking addicted. And the reason why I'm addicted is not because of the fucking mechanics. It is literally just because the lore. The deep lore of Cyberpunk is so fucking so good. It's just so fucking good. I can't stop. I cannot stop. I literally have like... I have most of the fucking side quests done at this point. Like, I was looking at Carnage to see where he is, you know what I mean, and like what he's been doing, and he's like behind me on the game. I think he's only like a couple levels ahead of me, but he's behind me on like a lot of the side quests. I don't know how that happened, but I just wanted to see like how other streamers were playing it and what they were doing different. But subjecting my mom to your stream while we decorate the Christmas tree, getting into the spirit. Can you say frick instead of the F word to keep it mom rated? Thanks, bud. Frick, hell freaking yeah, dude. You got it. Thank you, Popcorn Boy. The content The content mines have been starving. I know Popcorn Boy. I know the Hasanabi clips in the Hasanabi clips universe has been desperate for some additional reacts. I gave you guys some reacts yesterday. I think that that was pretty good, pretty decent. But I wrote a Marxist critique of Cyberpunk. Would you retweet it? No. Maybe. He's 100%ing it. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know how he's gonna do it. But would you ever play the tabletop? Most likely not. I am not a big fan of tabletop games. But wait. And then it gives me brain cancer at the same time.
Probably not. The point is, cries of censorship directed at
Wait, what?
people expressing their own opinions. Should we censor those people from criticizing others?
This video gives me hope in certain moments where I'm like, this is actually a pretty good video. And then it gives me brain cancer at the same time.
Probably not. The point is,
what are they doing? Hey, yo, wisecrack. Hey, it's on site, motherfucker. You see me? Hey, you see me? You see me in the streets, dude? I will throw up gang signs and then we will throw fisticuffs. Do you understand? We will fucking throw fisticuffs. Bah! Bah! Before you know it, you're like, what happened? I was cracking wise. Boom! Oh, I'm dead now. What's up? What's up? Anyway. Hassan, pay your chat, dude. Poggo. Anyway, I'm feeling good today, dude. I'm feeling good, partially because, like, I don't know. I love doing the news as well. So
my favorite streamer, Steve
I'm
Jobs.
excited to go back to that news and politics stuff. What did you think about the AOC Jimmy Dorner thing? You mean Jimmy Dore? What do I think about it? I think AOC has very little leverage, very little power. I think that we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're doing we're still doing the personal news and personal updates part of the broadcast as always before we bring the Normans in and welcome them to our home and before we get to that sort of stuff. So right now this is just regular personal news stuff. So what else do I have personal news-wise? Yesterday, I ate so much that I felt like throwing up. That was fun. That was a cool...
Hey, Hassan just watched the recap video.
That was a cool thing that I did.
The fish part. I didn't know Fish died back in March and I am so sorry for your loss. Love your content and thank you.
You have sauce under your skateboard?
Fish. I hope this isn't weird.
That's not sauce, man. Down there, you see that white packet? That's actually not sauce. That's an ant catcher. But good eye clip art. That's just that's like an ant catcher thing. But it does look like a sauce packet. It's like an ant trap. Anyway, I think Jimmy has a point. It's not about her having power to pass it. It's about calling a bluff on fake Dems who pretend they're pro Medicare for all. No. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that part. We're gonna get to that part. Hold on. So that's news though. 1 second. Did you see the weird YouTube Rewind musical thing? No, I did not, and I am not even remotely interested in YouTube Music Rewind. I mean, maybe we'll take a look at it, but a little bit later. Be thankful you were playing Cyberpunk while Hammer Sickle Twitter was canceling AOC. It was so cancer. Yeah, who cares? Who cares what Hammer and Sickle Twitter thinks? But I do understand where they're coming from in some ways about applying pressure to the Democratic Party. I think that is absolutely something that they should be doing. I have a different opinion than other people do, though, on Hammer and Sickle Twitter or leftist Twitter. I do love Justin. I think he's great. He's a very thoughtful person. Maybe he's a little bit too much of a Jimmy Dore fan, but who cares?
Pay chat.
But I think he's a good dude. I love him. I've met him before. I think he has the best intentions in mind. So, you know, we'll get to that in a little bit. How do you feel about all the Clips channels? They're just reposting all their streams, a fuck ton of them, but one of the larger ones is Daily Dose of Hassan. I don't have any problem with them. Good for them. You know, keep making. Hey, make that fucking paper, dude. Not only do they make their own money off of it, which is great for them. I'm happy for them. But then beyond that, some of them literally will come in here and direct the content that we are looking at here by sending me lists of videos to look at and react to. So it's like you could not ask for a better system, I think. Would you say he's a splendid fellow? Yes. CDPR made a statement on cyberpunk bugs? Yeah, that's not surprising.
Love you, Hassan. Impregnate me plus moon to loot.
Does anyone else just feel empty? I've been crying for the last few days. I took a week off work to play this game and quickly realized it's not the game I've been thinking about every day for the 8 years. I cry myself to sleep and haven't been able to function. I end up crying whenever I think about the game, and I don't even want to touch my PS4. This was supposed to be the future of gaming, and now I don't know what else to look forward to. Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, this is probably a troll, but the thing is, I do get that. Like, don't laugh at this person. Do not laugh at this person, okay? Most of you are in this boat. Like, if you have a PlayStation 4 and you wanted to play this game and you've been fucking excited for the past 8 years to play this goddamn game, and it's an incredible, beautiful game set on top of such deep lore that is so compelling that I haven't stopped thinking about it for the past fucking 5 days since I got it. I finished the game and I'm still playing side quests off stream. The only reason why I am completely... I understand where this person is coming from with how sad he is. Don't say nope, just the game. The only reason why I understand where how sad this person's situation is because, like, it sucks. They won't be able to experience what I have been experiencing. I want to be able to share that with as many people as possible. And it absolutely fucking sucks
it's a symbiotic relationship.
that some people, a lot of people that have the PlayStation 4 are, even on the PS4 Pro, even on the PS5, they're not going to be able to experience this game in the way that it's supposed to be experienced. And holy shit, PC Master Race, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. But, like, really, if you have, like, at least a solid, decent PC, I think the game runs fairly well. You know, we're not talking about the bugs, though. Anyway, it just... You hate to see it. You hate to see it, folks. You hate to see Elon Musk own you in the marketplace of ideas. It's not great.
Fancy coffee, Dad.
Anyway, have you thought of making a separate Twitch gaming channel? No, I have not. I've played around 40 hours on my potato PC and it runs like shit, but I love the game and I long for the day when I can get a decent PC.
Witcher today.
Honestly, you can optimize it fairly well. Like, you can. I think the game is. I hate to say this because, like, the game is most notorious for buggy, right? For being buggy as shit. So it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult to come to say something like the game is actually well optimized when you overlook the 7 gazillion bugs that are in it.
Thanks, Pops.
But it is actually fucking well optimized. The DLSS system is like one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. 6 months already. It's fucking insane. The DLSS AR system, if you have RTX, like it is crazy. Like the way that it adjusts, the way that is it DLSS or DSLL? DLSS, right? It's literally an actual. It is actually a well optimized. No, I don't have a 30. I don't have a 3080. I don't have a 3080. I have a 2080 Ti, which is a very good top of the line graphics card. I know that. But I have talked to people who have like 1070s, and even they have, like a 1070 can still run on ultra with 60 FPS as long as you fucking tweak it. That's what I'm trying to say. It is insane that you can tweak certain parts of it to be able to even run a fucking 60 FPS game as long as you shut off certain parts. Like RTX can't, I mean, you just can't have ray tracing. You know what I mean? As long as you don't have that, as long as you don't have ray tracing, like you're going to be fine. But regardless, the point is, 1080 Ti has good enough real-time ray tracing. The GTX GPUs are still kind of cucked for performance, though. Runs fine on Ultra with my GTX 1080. Like, it doesn't have to be top-of-the-line 2080 or a 3090 or a 3080 or whatever the fuck, like, is up now and is out. So, if I can figure it out on my own, and I am, as you know, a gonk, to use a cyberpunk term, like, as a big gonk, then you should be able to figure it out as well, for sure. Like, if you go to the subreddit, and parse through all the people that have legitimate grievances against the game, you will find optimization strategies. Like you will find tips that I looked at too. I was a dummy and missed the surprise yesterday. What was it? Oh, it was just SNL. It was just SNL reacts. So it is my game of the year. Like it is my game of the year. It is so disrespectful to say it. It is 100% without a doubt my game of the year. I'm sorry. And you will probably see a lot of people who are over the age of, if you're over the age of 25, this is your game of the year.
Back for another
and the
month,
reason why it is your
I've
game of the year, and it is my game of the year, is because this game is literally made for people who grew up on massive fucking like comprehensive lore built open world RPGs. Okay, this game is made for people who played Vampire Bloodlines Masquerade. This game is made for people who played all the Elder Scrolls games. This game is made for people who played who grew up on the Fallout series. Okay, not 76. Obviously, we don't talk about that, but it is literally made for people who are, one, old enough to remember how game breaking the bugs used to be whenever there was like a next level a game that came out. It's also made for people who just love fucking sitting around and like taking the city in. Old people. It's not for Zoomers. I don't think it's for Zoomers. If you're a Zoomer, you can appreciate it if you have an older, refined taste for the game. But it is absolutely for... It's not an RPG. I mean, it has RPG components. It's an action adventure for sure. But it has some RPG components. It's not like a hardline RPG, which I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's good.
Copium.
Anyway, I don't get hyped for games because of Metal Gear Solid 5. I feel like this person in the post, that's how I felt for MGS5. My biggest gripe is your choices don't actually matter. The story is 100% linear, and you have no option when it comes to actually completing things. It's always just something like, yes, rude, yes, or I guess so. Yeah, so that is a legitimate grievance. I think one of the most legitimate grievances that you can fucking have against this game is something that frustrated me with the dialogue options. They're either press the blue for additional fucking questions that you can ask, or press yellow to continue the conversation. They only make it feel like you have different options. There are only very few, very specific instances where the dialogue options truly are changing the outcome, and that kind of sucks. I wish there was more. The enemy AI sucks. The enemy AI can be incredible, or it can be the worst, and nothing in between. There has never been an instance where I'm like, the enemy AI is fucking mid, or the enemy AI is good across the board. It's just either really good where they fucking flank you and they're constantly like on top of you, they swarm you like a motherfucker, or it's really, 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 really bad and they just stay behind cover the entire time, and you can go and like loot the entire fucking game and loot the entire map and then go back and like clap someone in the back of the head. Now, I'm not even going to talk about the cops. The cops spawn system is just completely broken. How the fuck do you do that? How do you do that? The cop spawn points are insane. People have tested this. You can go on top of like one of the highest skyscrapers and shoot down at a civilian. Cops literally spawn behind you at the top of the skyscraper. Really, dude? Really? That's what you're going to do? And there's no driving AI, which is insane. Most of the drivers are just looping. Like, there's another video that you can find on the subreddit that I saw where it's basically just, you know that circle where there's a circle in the middle of the map? You're literally just driving around in a circle. You can look down at that traffic circle and all the cars are just driving around in a circle. Even with all of this, even having said all these problems, the fact that they lied and purposely omitted PS4 and Xbox copies from reviewers, the fact that they would not let reviewers even show their own footage because they knew that it was going to be a buggy mess, and they knew that the reviewers would absolutely fucking show the buggy messes and how much of a buggy mess the game was, and that would diminish the amount of games they could sell on launch day. Those are all completely unacceptable, okay? it's not a 7-year game. It's like a 3 or 4 year game, but people have been waiting for it for 7 to 8 years. So the development is like the past 3 years, and it shows. Okay. So, dude, you're coping more for the Republicans with more than the Republicans with Cyberpunk. I'm just look, man. I'm a simple man. Okay. I'm a simple man with a simple brain. I see all the problems with the game, but ultimately, the game is so awesome because it is basically, oh, here, this is what I wanted to show you. It's basically built on top of such remarkable lore that has not been explored in this way before. That's all it is. And it does a decent job at that. And that's it. That's literally all this is. The reason why it's fucking incredible. What? PP warning glitch? No, there is no PP warning in this one.
Thanks for everything in a filthy liberal socialist now.
Look at this. Look at this shit. Look. Like, unacceptable. That's entirely unacceptable. Have you never played Deus Ex before? I have, but Deus Ex is... To me, Deus Ex is not as... This game appeals to my sensibilities more than Deus Ex. Does that make sense? Did you even use the PP you customized? I did. I had sex to a couple times. It feels more like RPG than Red Dead Redemption 2, but RDR2 wasn't as repetitive. Wait. What was repetitive about this game? That's actually the whole point. That's the reason why I love it. It's non-repetitive. The side quests are incredible. The main mission is like good enough. Usually the main mission is like, kind of mid, but it's above average. But the side quests are incredible. The city, though, everything is literally the city. Okay, everything is the city. The city is living, breathing, even with the shit AI, even with the fact that the artificial intelligence is clearly not giving you any allowances. Even though the people are fucking very clearly driving paths that were predetermined, and there is no driving AI, which is crazy. Even the fact that you can't like have conversations with like random people, it is incredible overall because the deep lore is incredible, and a testament to the developers is that they were able to integrate that deep lore well enough into this city that they were able to build. It's clear that they focused everything on building the city, so much so that like the outskirts, the nomad lands, the badlands, all the other parts of the game are not even as well built as the city is. So it's honestly pretty accurate police representation 70 plus years from now. If you want that, play Borderlands 2. Yeah. It is literally a game that is, first of all, there's so much wasted.
Love you, Hassan.
I literally sat watching their news channel for 30 minutes, Alpha Mayo. Yeah. I'll say, I'll end it on this note. Are you ready for this? It's such wasted potential. This game could be literally the best game ever made. This game could have been the best game ever made. Like, of all time. Something that I will remember. Something that I will think about. Something that I will say, wow, this is like incredible. This is one of the greatest games of all time. And it is completely wasted. Completely wasted. Not because of the millions of bugs. I don't give a shit. As long as it's not a game-breaking bug, I don't care. Even if it's a game-breaking bug, if it's fun enough, I will still work my way around it. I don't give a shit about that. Okay? The wasted potential here was the fact that, like, little stuff, little additions like driving AI, additions like, I mean, obviously fixing all the bugs too would be great, but the AI, not making sure that the fucking cops did not just like spawn on top of your ass, or having like actual dialogue options that matter, that change the outcome. You know, when you work with a certain faction, you can't work with others. Like basic RPG stuff that they didn't add into this, that they made way more linear than they should have. Maybe they did that deliberately. Maybe they did that because they wanted to maybe they did that deliberately, or maybe they did it because they wanted to appeal to a larger base of support. A third person mode, which would have been fucking insane. What makes me wonder which was the more overhyped, Cyberpunk or Watch Dogs? Cyberpunk is repetitive. Cyberpunk is a classic Ubisoft game. Or not Cyberpunk. Watch Dogs is a classic Ubisoft game and it's repetitive. Cyberpunk, on the other hand, is fucking awesome. Like, so, but how deep is the lore? It's deep, dude. It is so fucking deep. It is so incredibly, incredibly deep. So, it is so deep, and it's so good. It's so good, man. Listen, I keep repeating myself on this end, but on the same note. But and this is again the last thing I'm gonna say is, I'm a simple guy. If a game makes me lose my mind, if a game makes me lose myself in it, it's actually unbelievable they have the audacity to make an open world city game and not have literally any AI for police or drivers. I agree. It's remarkable. It's ridiculous. I'm a simple man. If a game makes me this addicted to it, if a game captivates me so much so that I am constantly thinking about it and I'm constantly consuming content around it, and not many games ever make me feel this way. If I am constantly immersed in it, if I am playing the game even after I have finished the game, these are things that I do not do usually with modern games. It's the type of game that gets me to do this. And yes, that's why it is still Game of the Year. And that's why it's still a game that I love, because the world is so beautiful that I feel sad that I am no longer playing it. Like I feel sad that I'm done with the game. You are falling into that trap of spouting absolutes like it was complete another waste of potential. It's a harsh considering how good it already is. No, it's a waste of potential because it could have been the best game of all time, and instead it's just an incredible game that's the Game of the Year. Okay? That's why I'm saying it's a waste of potential. You can say paid reviewer all you fucking want. The game is missing so many master fundamentals, I feel, even without the bugs. It's just, it made me feel like a kid again. Like, I'm just letting you know. It made me fucking feel like a kid. It's
changed my mind.
It's right on the money with the shit I do like. Okay? Where does Demon Souls rank for games of the year for you? I mean, it's up there. It's like probably top 10, probably top 5. Do you think they should have waited a year like Lyric said? Yeah. Absolutely. Because some of the stuff you cannot update. Like, some of the stuff I'm pretty sure you basically had to just you had to you basically had to put it in the game. Buddha says, I haven't finished it yet, but I don't know that I'd go so far as to give the Game of the Year. It'd be more likely to give that to Last of Us 2 or something. No, I think this is better than Last of Us 2. Anyway, let's do it. Let's welcome the Normans into our home. I'm 70 hours in my playthrough. The combat and weaponry needs variety, certainly. It's just the IP that it sits on is so good. And I think that they were able to really do it justice with the city that they were able to build around it. Like, and that to me is fucking incredible, honestly. Like, anyway, we've done enough personal news here, so it's time. Daycare is now open. Talking about the electoral college votes. Incredible amounts of MAGA opium and vaccine availability. Pog. Get in now. www.twitch.tv.
Politic frogs now know what it's like to be gaming viewers, Sag.
Hasanabi. Politics frogs know what it's like to be gaming viewers. I mean, yeah, I love that fucking core gamer ride or die fan base I have. They're fucking awesome. Oh, this was a pretty funny story. We'll get started with that one, actually. I've never seen a ratio like this in my entire life. So the New York Post, of course, came out with another incredible article saying the New York City medic helped make ends meet with racy OnlyFans side gig. And AOC said, leave her alone. The actual scandalous headline here is medics in the United States needs 2 jobs to survive. It's great. That's a great take. And that is also the actually incredible part about this. And yet, New York Post is going to do what New York Post does. It's a dish rag. It is an absolute dish rag. I have literally never seen a ratio disparity like this before. I've never seen a ratio like that. That is, it might be one of the best ratios I've ever seen on the on the platform. Amazing journalism from the New York Post is just too deep for these libs to understand. Exactly.
Has five.
This was about a friend of a friend and she lost her job because of this story. That's incredible. Like, that's fucking crazy. That like, first of all, there's nothing wrong with having an OnlyFans. Okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with having an OnlyFans. OnlyFans is awesome. Shut the fuck up. What have you done? Like, here's what frustrates me about this. It's like, dog, you work for the New York Post, okay? Your net output is a negative, all right? You make the world a worse place. People that are on OnlyFans make the world a better place.
Love ya, buddy.
They put out content that people can crank it to, okay? That is infinitely better and has infinitely more utility than most members of the fucking media. Sorry, that's just the fucking truth.
Games, but you need to try
okay?
Cyberpunk Red, which is set 35
so
years before
shut the fuck up. Know your fucking place, you stupid fuck. That is my take for journalists that cover sex workers in a negative capacity that make it seem like people that are doing sex work are bad because they're doing sex work. Shut the fuck up. Again, this goes back to the same Cyberpunk take, but it's like, I'm a simple man. You make me feel things. You make me feel good feelings. I am indebted to you. The world is a shit place. The world is fucking a constant sea of disappointing acts that pile on top of one another. In that sea of disappointment, if I can have a glimmer of hope, a shining light, one moment of clarity, one moment of happiness, whether it's because I cranked it out to your OnlyFans post, or whether it's because I played a video game that was incredibly compelling and I truly loved it, then I am indebted to you. Same with comedy. If you can make me laugh, then I'm going to give you a lot of liberties, okay? Sorry, get mad at me all you fucking want, but that is the reality for me. So with that metric, I would say that any OnlyFans person is infinitely more important than most journalists are, okay? She's saving lives at work and at home. There's a fucking key to the city, not this bullshit. Exactly. Not only is she like literally saving people's lives, then she's also allowing people to crank it, which is, my God, incredible stuff.
Two months in. Came for the politics, stayed for the copium.
Anyway, yo, what's up, Austin?
20
a
months,
true American hero,
20
literally.
Months, 20 months.
I'm going to tweet about this. Hold on one second. This is a real American hero. Anyone with an OnlyFans
I want to sit with
is serving the community better than every single person that works at the New York Post.
At Hasanabi, this returns a reason guys got some hard lolbertarian energy gag.
All right, anyway, you better spam the link in the chat. No, I'm not going to. She's done more for the country than Dan Crenshaw? Absolutely. How about the fact that you can eat Cheetos in Cyberpunk? Can you?
Support the family.
The journalist contacted her mother and employer over that shit. After she requested anonymity, she had to delete her social media because of it. Like, imagine being such a shithead that you directly try to get a woman fired. It's so fucked. And it's not like she's doing something bad. Like, it's not like she's a racist. It's not like she's, like, hurt people. Her statement says that she begged the reporter to let her remain anonymous, yet he ignored it and went to call her mother and employer. Oh my God. I want to start out by thanking all of you so much for standing up for me and fighting. I've read all your comments and messages. I'm feeling very overwhelmed with love and gratitude. Let me also say that I truly believe I do not have to explain myself, but I want to. I know in my heart I did nothing wrong, but it really helps to be reminded I do not deserve to be treated like this. All my life, I've been sexualized and treated as a sex object no matter what I do or say. I sold pictures of myself on the internet for extra money because it's easy. I didn't pick up extra shifts because I cannot work 40+ hour weeks to maintain my mental health. I did not ask my parents for help because I'm an adult and want to make my own money. I never once spoke of my pictures of work or used my job as a paramedic to solicit subscribers. I know I did nothing wrong and I have nothing to be ashamed of. Most of the quotes of the article are me defending myself to this reporter. He did not include that I begged him to remain anonymous, which was never agreed to, and that I told him my safety and job were going to be at risk if he posted this article. He truly did not care. He went on to call my employer and my mother. Some of you may know I've been home with my family in West Virginia following my father going to cardiac arrest last week. Yeah, that's crazy. I reached out to a Facebook group called First Responderinos, a subgroup of fans of a podcast called My Favorite Murder. And so many people asking if they could donate money. A very kind soul put together a GoFundMe for me and my family. That's awesome. I'm a strong woman because I have strong women all around me. I did nothing wrong and I will not take this lying down. I will continue to fight for my name and reputation. I will speak out against this and tell my story in time and when I'm ready.
I love you, Zaddy.
I will. Yeah, thank you for all so much. I love you all. Please forgive me if I haven't responded to your messages. Dude, they're such fucking pieces of shit. It's so messed up. This is what the article. Here's what Dean Balsami, who wrote this article, looks like. Yeah. Of course. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is. It should be harder to come out to your family as a New York Post reporter than it is as a sex worker. In a perfect world, it should be way more embarrassing that people find out that you write for the New York Post than having an OnlyFans. I'm serious. It's just a rag. It's a dish rag.
Hi.
It sucks. It absolutely sucks. The output is a net negative. I wonder how he found our OnlyFans. Maybe his family would like the little what a horn dog he is. Yeah, literally. Nevada electors voted Trump. Wait, what? Really? You get the fuck out of here.
What's the result of the Electoral College vote?
New York Post, officially a conservative media outlet, says Twitch streamer. I mean, what is that new? Is that news? That's not news. That has been the case for a while. Why are you a horse girl? Because I love horsies. Okay. Don't you think OnlyFans are fueling like the simp culture? What the fuck is the simp culture? Twitch is fueling the simp culture. Any sort of social media is fueling simp culture. Any sort of outlet that you can go to where you can develop a more meaningful bond with the content creator that you love and enjoy the content of is creating simp culture. Okay? You are just upset about the sex part of it. Okay? That's the difference. Most of the people that criticize sex work criticize it on anti-capitalist terms, but more often than not, they're not criticizing the work itself. They're just criticizing the sex part of the work itself. That's how it works. That's what it is. It's not that you don't like the work, you just don't like the sex. Yeah. Sports creates simp culture. Anyway. Having said that, you should actively simp for me. Okay? I want to create simp culture. I know feminist that says OnlyFans is bad because people who use it to sell out the horniness and desires of men. What do you think? Yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't care. There's a market for it and people are catering to it. I would rather have people sexualize themselves on their own terms than on other people's terms. It's so fucking stupid. Most of the people that say that also look like the female version of this guy. Okay? Sorry. That's just the truth. Most of the people are like, like, I hate sex work because it sexualizes and objectifies women. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, if they want to do that, why are you bent out of shape? Like, fuck you. Okay? Make your own fucking feet pic account then. Swerfy feminists are just
3 months.
That's what I think.
Election content stayed for Hassan.
Why are you praising sex work like it's God's work or some shit? Sex work is only for people that don't have talent and can't do nothing else. I'm sorry. I can't do fucking sex work.
Poggio.
Can you? Do you think anyone would crank it out to your fucking shit-ass limpdick Steve McGleef? It's not talent? What are you, fucking out of your mind, dude? It is a remarkably difficult fucking job. That's such a fucking weirdo incel take. Like, that is... You would never be able to do that, okay? I admit that at least. I would never be able to do that. I would never be able to do sex work. I am deeply terrified of having my body out there in that way. And people do that all the fucking time. People do that every day. It's crazy, dude. Get the fuck out of here. It's so funny. You're just, I'm sorry, but you're a jealous baby. If you think that, OnlyFans is bullshit or exploitative or whatever. Like, you're just a little jealous. You're a little butthurt. It's fine. It's fine to be a little butthurt, but, you know. Sex work is totally only for losers. Not like OnlyFans girls are better money makers than chuds. No, that's the funniest part is like, we constantly talk about like, would you ever date a girl that has an OnlyFans? But we never ask the question, would the girl with an OnlyFans ever date you? Why the fuck would they date you? If you're asking a question like that, you're probably not even in the fucking running, okay? You're probably not even in the dating pool of people that a girl with an OnlyFans would be interested in dating with. Like, you're just not there. You're having that convo. It's like, dude, I could fucking, I could play better than LeBron if I was given the opportunity. There's no difference between having that fucking hot couch combo than talking about like, would I ever date a girl with an OnlyFans? Fuck no, brother. It's like, dude, no girl wants to date you. And you're over here talking about like girls that literally have been able to commoditize like how fuckable they are. And you're having a convo about that, like as though these girls are like, oh man, I really just want, I really want Jebediah. That's who I want to fuck. That's who I want to date. The guy who is like stressing over whether or not I have an OnlyFans. Like, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, are you really ignoring the use of pornography as a patriarchal capitalization and mercantilization of women? Also ignoring the history of sexual enslavement of women as sexual workforce? Cancel all work. What did I tell you? Cancel all fucking work.
Daniel.
Inherently, all work is enslavement. Okay. Cancel all work. Your take is you need to stretch it to the sexual enslavement of women, a thing that is bad, to talk about something that is theoretically what is happening right now that is good. I am talking about instances where women and men choose to consent to do an OnlyFans. We're not talking about sexual enslavement. It is ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. It's like saying, really, athletes, you're really going to sit here and say you love watching sports, or that sports is overall a net benefit in as far as entertainment goes, when gladiators, we're not going to talk about the history of gladiators being enslaved to kill one another? That's disgusting. Why would you do that? Why would you talk about watching sports when fucking gladiators used to kill one another as slaves? I am so frustrated with you right now. You should be canceled for saying this. Sweaty. But it's bad that some women have to resort to it to make ends meet, but they shouldn't have to if they don't want to. Man, people that fucking say this stuff, listen. There are women and men out there that are resorting to sex work because they have no other option, okay? What you're supposed to do for them is make that situation as good for them as possible, okay? You don't fucking eliminate, for example, the online tools they have to make their sex work a more safe and enjoyable experience for them, like Sesta Fosta did. You don't do any of that, okay, in an effort to like stop them from fucking doing sex work. Okay? It's just work. Dude, I know women who get pimped out for almost nothing just to make a living wage. Again, it's like talking about how we need to abolish McDonald's. Like, if you are in a horrible situation, most jobs that you take on are